Hi, I'm Marina Lucados, and my article is from CNN, and it's called Fleeing America, Why Refugees Are Risking Life and Limb to Escape to Canada. So this article was written by Mallory Simon and Sarah Sidner, and it is about two men named Hussein Ahmed and Mohammed Hussein, and they were going to the United States originally, but they realized that they could not stay because of Donald Trump's travel ban, and he was not allowing people from Somalia to even enter the United States. So they originally started in Mexico and illegally crossed into the United States in search of asylum, but then they had to go eventually to Canada in search for asylum. So the men paid $300 to go to Grand Forks, North Dakota, and they were driven to the border. As you can see in this map, Grand Forks, is in the northern part of the United States, right next to Canada, so they could easily go over the border. The men were fearing actually just trying to even come into the United States. They were afraid that custom agents were gonna find them and send them or even get arrested. They even almost swallowed ice, and because they had never really been used to that really cold weather. The men were fearing the Al-Shabaab in their own country, and they were the minorities there. They had to leave their own family behind, and they even had to fear being killed, and they even saw people die. So the town that they came into in Canada was actually fearing even new immigrants coming in. They had seen people walking in the town, and people were coming across the highway on the sides, and it even says here that it started with a trickle and now it increased to a flood stage. So originally it was very few new immigrants, but now it's just so many at one time. They are trying to cope with it and try to understand. Um, Over here it says from one of them that it's always in the back of your mind that these people are coming for one thing and they are like breaking the law. They're breaking the law, but they are criminals. So in the back of your mind, you're thinking they could be a terrorist, but on the other side, you're thinking of the safety of the residents, and they don't really know what they're coming for, but they also do sympathize with them. Here you can see are the two men that came, and they actually lost their limbs to even come. They did not understand the concepts of frostbite. They knew that something was burning, and they kept feeling because they would put their limbs into the snow and try to pull it out, and it would just get progressively worse. Um, they knew that if they went to the hospital, they thought that they would get sent back to the United States, and they would even just die. uh, the two men fled their country also because they were labeled as criminals because one of them had a different sexual orientation, and they knew that they'd be killed and or even go to jail. They want to live a life of free of prosecution, and they wanted asylum in the United States. Once they were denied it, they wanted to go north, which is pretty much what was said in the beginning. They're very grateful that the Canadians saved their life. Um, they said that they're drawn to America because it's a land of opportunity and it cherishes human rights. They are very grateful for the Canadians, and they really wanted to be safe in that country, which is what they got. Well, thank you.